The Lakers are also in town. Less than an hour ago, we had general manager Rob Pelinka holding a press conference, and they've got high expectations as well. I'm looking up to set up our soundbite here.
We wanted high IQ basketball players. We wanted versatility. We wanted depth in our roster. We wanted to be able to play fast. And we wanted players that had a toughness about them. And as we completed our signings yesterday, we look at this roster of 14 players, and we're incredibly proud that it represents those things.
I mean, when you hear that, do you agree with Rob? He listed off all those qualities. Do you think who the Lakers actually signed in free agency matches the descriptions he just listed off?
Here and there, bits and pieces, little parts, right? High IQ, sure. Rondo, he checks that box. Toughness, Lance, Rondo, they check that box. But overall, by and large, he's talking about the thing he didn't say was we wanted cheap, we wanted to not jeopardize 2019, we wanted to stay flexible. And for me, that's why I'm not mad at the Laker moves. They did what they did with the knowledge that this isn't a team that's going to be competing for a championship for them for years to come. This is just something to get us off the ground to start LeBron's tenure with the Lakers. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anyone looks at those signings and other than Rondo says, ooh, they really upped the IQ quotient there from a basketball standpoint.
Where are you on their signings, Royce?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Amin. I mean, the whole idea here is that, you don't want to compromise the future of the Los Angeles Lakers, but you also don't want to throw your new signings under the bus. So I don't think you could have an expectation for him to sit down and say at a press conference, like, look, that's kind of what was available to us. We needed to fill out a roster. We didn't really like exactly what we had in place already. We want to be able to compete. But these guys aren't going to be around very long. LeBron's gonna work some magic. We're gonna go big game hunting here in a little while. We've got our eyes on Anthony Davis. We've got our eyes on Kawhi Leonard. They can't say those things, so they're going to be. It's like a college football coach basically talking about how wonderful his recruiting class every single year is. That's what you can anticipate them to say. He's not going to say we just signed what was left over on the free agent market.
I mean, that would have made a good headline, Royce. I'm just saying. I do think that you have to look at the fact, too, that they are a potential trade partner for the Spurs. Any other teams that they're looking at, they want to puff up their chest and be like, no, our roster is fine. We don't need anybody else. I mean, if you want to give us Kawhi Leonard, sure, that sort of thing. So it's messaging to a lot of different people as well. I'm going to just keep saying what Amin has had to listen to me say all week, which is LeBron James is turning 34 this year. So I get waiting until next summer and the crop of free agents that will be available then, but that is the year he will be turning 35. His window is not infinite. And if I am the Los Angeles Lakers, I am looking at upgrading that roster sooner rather than later. I mean, do you agree with me or do you want to just wait?
Yeah. No, look, it's a kind of go as you kind of go. You can't decide today we have to make massive changes. You have to stay frosty on some point. Now, I don't think that means waiting all the way to summer 2019, but it also means not extending yourself financially now. That might take you out of the running of some of the things that might be available to you over the next year. But, Rich, I want to address one thing, the opening tip sound that we had about Pelinka talking about you can't out-Warriors the Warriors. We have to do it a different way. I thought that was a very interesting soundbite because it's pretty much what I've been saying for a couple of years now. You're not going to beat them at a beauty pageant. You want to beat them, you got to turn the beauty pageant into a boxing match. And so I thought that was pretty cool that he said it, and he said Magic said it, and LeBron said it. They all came to that realization. Now, is this a boxing match type of team right here, right now? Probably not either. But I think there is a patience level that you have to have when you're trying to build what they're trying to build.
Excellent. Yep, we'll see.
And the other element, too, I would say this,
effect.
too, is LeBron signing for 4 years gives them the breathing room to do this sort of thing, right? So they don't feel the immense pressure on a year-to-year basis to have to just roll it over. They've got some time to kind of figure out what works.
I get all that. I think you're right, but there's a ticking clock on his timeline in terms of his physical viability. That no, you don't have the year-to-year pressure with him. Oh, he might leave. But the LeBron James that you signed today you won't have in 2 years, and it's not because he's walked out the door. It's because he's just older, and even LeBron is going to age out from being the best player in the league, and he's going to do it during this Lakers contract he just signed. So if I'm the Lakers, the ticking clock isn't, oh, gee, he might leave tomorrow. It's, oh, boy, LeBron is getting older as we go. This is going to impact our moves. But you're both right. Look, it's not all going to happen in a day. We will be keeping an eye on it.